Apple farming is the practice of growing apple trees for their fruits. Apple farming is vital because apples are one of the world's most popular and nutritious fruits. Apples are rich in fiber, antioxidants, vitamin C, and other phytochemicals that can benefit human health. You can process apples into various products, such as juice, cider, vinegar, sauce, jam, pie, and more. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, the global apple production in 2021 was about 93,144,358 tons. China was the largest producer, followed by the United States, Poland, and India. Apple farming can be profitable and rewarding for farmers with suitable land, climate, and markets. This blog post will guide you through the basic steps of apple farming, from selecting trees to harvesting and storing apples. We will also share some tips and tricks on how to grow apples organically and sustainably. Step 1. Selecting trees for apple farming. The first step of apple farming is to choose the best variety of apples for your location and purpose. There are thousands of apple varieties worldwide, each with different characteristics, such as size, color, shape, flavor, texture, ripening time, storage life, and disease resistance. Some of the most common apple varieties are Red Delicious, Golden Delicious, Gala, Fuji, Granny Smith, Honeycrisp, Braeburn, Macintosh, Jonah Gold, and Pink Lady. To select the best apple variety for your farm, you need to consider several factors, such as climate. Apples grow best in temperate regions with cold winters and warm summers. Apples need a certain amount of chilling hours, below 7 degrees Celsius, to break dormancy and initiate flowering. Different apple varieties have different chilling requirements, ranging from 300 to 1,200 hours. It would help to choose an apple variety that matches your climate zone and chilling hours. Soil. Apples prefer well-drained, fertile, and slightly acidic soils with a pH of 6.0 to 6.5. You must test your soil before planting and amend it with organic matter, lime, or sulfur if necessary. Market. Apples can be sold for fresh consumption or processing. It would help to choose an apple variety that meets the demand and preference of your target market. For example, if you want to sell apples for fresh eating, you must choose a variety with good appearance, taste, and quality. To sell apples for processing, you must select a variety with high yield, long shelf life, and suitable characteristics for the intended product. Disease resistance. Apples are susceptible to various pests and diseases, such as insects, mites, fungi, bacteria, viruses, and nematodes. It would help if you chose an apple variety that has resistance or tolerance to the common pests and diseases in your area. This will reduce the need for chemical inputs and increase the quality and quantity of your harvest. Another essential factor to consider when selecting apple trees is the rootstock. The rootstock is the lower part of the tree that provides the roots and affects the growth and performance of the tree. Most apple trees are grafted onto different rootstocks to improve their vigor, dwarfing effect, disease resistance, drought tolerance, and fruit quality. Many types of rootstocks are available for apple trees, such as M7, M9, M26, MM106, and MM111. You need to choose a rootstock that suits your soil, climate, and management practices. Step 2. Preparing the soil for apple farming. The second step of apple farming is to prepare the soil for planting. Soil preparation involves testing, amending, and tilling the soil to provide optimal conditions for apple growth. To test your soil, you can use a soil testing kit or send a soil sample to a laboratory for analysis. The soil test will tell you your soil's pH, nutrient levels, organic matter content, and texture. Based on the soil test results, you can amend your soil with organic or synthetic fertilizers, composts, or mulches to improve its fertility and structure. You can use organic fertilizers such as manure, compost, green manure, or biofertilizers to amend your soil. Organic fertilizers are natural materials that provide nutrients, organic matter, and beneficial microorganisms to your soil. They can improve soil water holding capacity, aeration, drainage, and biological activity. You can also use synthetic fertilizers such as urea, ammonium sulfate, potassium chloride, or superphosphate. Synthetic fertilizers are manufactured chemicals that provide specific nutrients to your soil. They can increase your soil's fertility and productivity but also cause environmental problems such as leaching, runoff, and pollution. To apply fertilizers to your soil, you need to follow the recommended rates, methods, and timing for each fertilizer type and apple variety. You can use a soil test calculator or a fertilizer recommendation guide to determine the optimal amount and frequency of fertilizer application for your soil and crop. To till your soil, you can use a plow, a disc harrow, a rotavator, or a cultivator. Tilling your soil is the process of loosening and turning the soil to create a smooth and uniform seedbed for planting. Tilling your soil can improve your soil's aeration, drainage, and weed control, but it can also cause soil erosion, compaction, and loss of organic matter. You can use conservation tillage or no-till methods to reduce the negative effects of soil tilling. Conservation tillage leaves some crop residues on the soil surface after harvesting to protect the soil from erosion and evaporation. No-till is the practice of planting directly into the undisturbed soil without any tillage.